Hey, hello everyone. We're going to talk about it tonight. Why do we love this hobby so much? What does it do for us that brings us back, helps us to bring other people on board? We want to share this all over the interwebs. I don't know. Look over here in the chat. Here's some good examples. Lefty32138, Fish Room Fever, both channel members. Thank you guys very much for your support. I appreciate that. That koi badge looks good over there in the chat. I appreciate you being here. Why do you guys like this hobby so much? I know the list goes on and on for me. Let's get the conversation started. Go ahead and post up in the chat why do you enjoy fish keeping? What is it about the fish keeping hobby that keeps you so passionate? I'm going to turn a light on while you do that. I could tell something wasn't right. There it is. Okay. Wow, you guys are rolling in here. It's good to see HC Aqua, my friend from Hawaii. We now have become pen pals. Great to find things in my mailbox from you, Jesse. I hope that you're finding some things in your mailbox from me that you enjoy. Let's see. And all of a sudden, chat just exploded with hashtag bubbles. That means a lot of folks are coming over from the KG Tropicals live stream. Those guys are so kind to the River Life YouTube channel. Thank you so much, John and Lisa, for sending over your viewers with the hashtag bubbles. You guys will have to fill me in on the meaning of the hashtag bubbles. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that package. I've got Lookout here. She's a little shy today. She had to get a bath and a haircut. She looks like a movie star, but she's not sure about the whole thing yet. Oh my gosh, Candy, I'm not sick. I'm not. I have been napping, and my voice may sound a little deeper than usual. I'm gonna take care of that. I'm gonna ease into things here. It was 5 minutes till showtime when I finally got a link posted. Candy Overhaul Super Mod, thank you for being here. In another chat, Rack, no stream link. I said, yeah, I just uploaded it, Candy. Sorry. And she grabbed it in a hurry and posted it over there at KG Tropicals. And here we are with all the hashtag bubbles. Thank you guys so much for dropping in. Talk about passion. Those guys over there at KG Tropicals YouTube channel, they're passionate about the hobby. I've known John and Lisa for a number of years now. I've had the pleasure of visiting them in their home and seeing their fish collection, their cool aquariums, and you know, when fish people get together and have the fishy conversation, it just goes on and on. It's so much fun. Yeah, Select Pet says he loves the shirt for the love of fish keeping. You know, what are we going to talk about tonight? Oh, look at my shirt. Oh, well, let's talk about the love of fish keeping. I've got koi outside on my patio in a 300-gallon pond stock tank. We're contracting with pond builders now to build an in-ground pond. To go from maybe a couple hundred gallons to a couple of thousands. That'll be a lot of fun. And had a visitor here at the house today, and we were inside and outside looking at fish, and it was so much fun just answering questions, not having to really be a pusher, so to speak, of the hobby, just sharing about the different fish and how they're kept, their habits and habitats. And there was a genuine interest, on the other side of the conversation from a non-fish keeper. And they just thought it was the neatest thing in the world, to have outdoor fish on your patio. Hey, look, we've got somebody lighting up the scoreboard here. It's Lefty32138 with a $1.99 super sticker indicating that he's here. Well, Lefty32138, thank you very much for the super sticker. I appreciate that. And I'm glad to have you here. We're all glad that you're here. So thank you very much for starting things off with a $1.99 donation to the River Life YouTube channel fund. We appreciate that. It helps keep the lights on, the spirits up. Not necessary, but appreciated. I think that's what we're supposed to say. Lefty32138, such a supporter of the River Life YouTube channel. I appreciate you very much. And I did give you a shout out in the community tab of the River Life YouTube channel this week because you did an excellent comprehensive view of fish foods. That was a great video. You did some community work in that video announcing a giveaway. It's really cool. Okay, I've got two chats going here. I'm trying to keep up with either and not doing a good job. Not doing a good job. Um, Wade Grigsby says, hope he sees this question. Well, I saw that comment about this question, Wade Grigsby, and I haven't. You can always type at River Life. That will illuminate my name in the chat. And also, uh, not necessary, but if you super chat, those things also get a lot of attention. All right. So now that I've engaged chat, there's Kaler's Aquatics with a $4 super. Thank you. Thank you. Cheers. I did have just finished a coffee, sipped the coffee, then grabbed a cold drink, getting the vocals, awakened. Thank you for that. Kaler's Aquatics, $4 super sticker. Bob Kaler, a super aquarist, loves the hobby. Bob's a naturalist. He loves all the creatures and does a good job at keeping up with all of them. I love the way he shares them on his YouTube channel. Check out Kaler's Aquatics. Really cool stuff and lots of it usually. A lot of Bob Kaler of Kaler's Aquatics is a resource. So much experience and so available to the community. I think Bob told me he was mod in over 25 channels, all the fish keeping channels that I know of. So, wow, talk about a resource. The guy's an encyclopedia of knowledge and experience. Candy Overhaul, super mod, posting the River Life Art Etsy page. Yeah, we've got some art up on the Etsy page, some tropical fish inspired. I'm so inspired by this hobby. I do art, abstract art, and I've got prints for sale on Etsy. We do an art auction on Fridays. So it's a Facebook Live, River Life Art Facebook page. Got stuff going all over. I mean, and it's all about the community. We draw a crowd. We talk about the fish. We engage in something that's fun. Fish Room Fever giving me a big high five and a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much for that. Super mod himself and channel member, Fish Room Fever. Big things going on over there at the Fish Room Fever channel. Basically, you're just going to have to check out that channel to see. It's a good time to jump into the Fish Room Fever channel and just watch what's happening over there. And you're going to see some passion about the hobby, about community building in the hobby, about some kinds of fish versus other kinds of fish. I can't explain it. You're going to have to check out Fish Room Fever YouTube channel. You'll thank me. You'll thank me for it. Kaler's Aquatics cut by. How could you not cut back Kaler's Aquatics? Wow. I don't know how you carried the ball that far. Melissa Jeswald, $5, lighting up the scoreboard tonight. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your super chats and super stickers. That's very meaningful, very encouraging. Melissa Jeswald with a $5 super chat says, Neorites are crawling out of tank via HOB filter. That's hang on back for us rookies. And landing on the floor, lost 4 to 5. Well, I feel your pain, Melissa Jeswald. I was in the habit when I had neorite snails of just going by the tank they were in, looking 360 around the outside, gently taking them off the outside, putting them on the inside. I don't know any opening in the perimeter of the canopy. They were coming out. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Good luck with that. If somebody can give some advice to Melissa Jeswald about how to keep the neorite snails, you have to filter the tank. You got a hang on back filter. You can't not filter the tank. Good luck. If you find out something, let me know. If you're here and you've got some experience with keeping these neorite snails in the tank, please share it in the chat. And we've got another super chat. It's Moonstone Aquatics with a $10 super chat. Missed you lately. Big loves. Welcome back, Moonstone. We've missed you more. Glad to have you here. Thanks for your support. I appreciate the $10 super chat. You're great. All right. We're talking about for the love of fish keeping. Somebody I see, hello at Susan for SLC Aquatics. Susan for SLC Aquatics Supermod is here and says, Melissa, I've lost 3 the same way. So we're all having the common problem. Welcome, Fish Fam Mom. Susan for SLC, glad you're here. Good to see you. It's been a while. Hope everything's well down there on your side. So you guys are great. Look at these great people in here. Dragon layers in here, much like myself. Just loves all the creatures, creations, been keeping stuff, all observing it, practicing husbandry and propagation as a hobbyist for many, many years. Great to see all of this experience in the chat. We're all 68 people gathered here. So what we've done is we've established our place on this platform where we can come together in a safe space, share information, learn from each other. My goodness, we're like, family. We've got brothers and sisters and moms, dads, uncles. It's definitely a family in here, all because we keep fish. I love this place. I love you guys. Thanks for being here. As soon as I said that, I look in the chat. I see this name, V-Stag. V-Stag, how are you doing? V-Stag, man, great guy. Loves keeping fish. Loves watching fish on YouTube. I met V-Stag, and he said, YouTube, the Fish Fam, that's my cable. I don't have cable. I watch content uploaded by creators. Perfect. Love that. Way to go, V-Stag. Ginger Graves in the house. Great to have Ginger Graves here. Good to see you. Punchy Paints is in the house. That's a moderator right there, Punchy Paints. Unbelievable. Super artist, Punchy Paints. Yeah, she's a fish keeper and she's an artist. This is my Osprey I bought from Pam Early One, Punchy Paints. Check out Pam Early One on Facebook, Punchy Paints on YouTube. I buy these from her. I love them. Some people watch her YouTube live streams and they're fortunate enough to win these. Can you imagine winning an original piece of art like that? But I'm happy to purchase mine. I'll win one of these days. I'll keep trying. Peter and Roxanne dropping $2 and say, just take my money. Just take it. Well, if you insist, thank you very much. I appreciate that so much, Peter and Roxanne. I love the smiley face. I love the encouragement. Thank you very much for being here and for the $2 donation. Then coming up, we got Chattanooga Ed with a $5 super chat. Chattanooga Ed, fellow Tennessean, East Tennessean. How's it going, buddy? He says, Rack, I still owe $44 for the great art I won in last week's Facebook auction. It was so much fun. It was great to have you there, Ed. Now, and the way that works is usually, and sometimes it's more convenient to do something other than the usual, but usually, it seems to be the easiest just to recommend people go to my PayPal account and make the PayPal payment. So if you're not on PayPal, we'll just have to work out something else. I'd love to talk to you about that. Either way, I love to hang out with you and talk to you, Chattanooga Ed. So thank you very much for the $5 super chat and supporting River Life Art in the River Life Art Facebook auction. We do have fun. It's a lot of fun, and it was great. It was more fun because you were there, Chattanooga Ed. I appreciate that. Streetwise is here with sporting a koi badge over there, a member, Streetwise. Welcome. Glad to see you here, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know why I thought maybe you were a sir. Streetwise. Either way, glad you're here, ma'am or sir. $65 watching, 40 likes. Well, thank you, 65 people for being here. Thank you, 40 of you already for liking. I hope we can get those likes up. That is gas in the tank. That is the encouragement. That does keep us going. So back to the topic. Why do we care so much about fish keeping? I think, first of all, it's a genuine interest in having this really cool glass box full of water and life that we can care for and watch and enjoy and relax. Brings tranquility into our life. I think there's a learning curve. We enjoy learning. We're engaged in doing things. There's a little bit of maintenance involved. It's kind of a routine interaction. It's not a plug and play. There's always some activity centered around the aquarium. It becomes a part of our habit, a part of our lifestyle. I think all of those things are true. I'm getting a lot of thumbs up from Papa Shrimp. Thank you for being here, sir. Good to see you. I appreciate you dropping in. I think definitely just having and keeping an aquarium is a lifestyle enhancement. Just you and your aquarium. But, if there's anyone else in the house, the aquarium's not a secret. Everyone in the house is going to get involved. So usually, that's a family unit of some type. So you got family interaction around the aquarium, like I guess, back in older days of history when the radio was the entertainment and families gathered around and listened to radio shows. Yeah, similar synergy, with the aquarium, watching the fish, naming the fish, learning where the certain type of fish like to hang out in the aquarium, which fish get along better, which fish are faster, which stay on the bottom, or where in the water column the fish like to stay. So many things to discover and discuss as a family. I think that's a big part of what drives our passion in the hobby. It becomes not only a personal lifestyle enhancement, but a social, it becomes a social element right inside the house, even during these strange times when we don't have a lot of people over. Chattanooga Ed getting my attention with another $5 super chat, says, I'll have James help me figure it out tonight. Well, tell James to subtract $10 from your total because you've already given it in super chats. That'll be fantastic. Father Fish is in the house. So good to see you, sir, and welcome. His comment is the aquarium is a member of the family. That was exactly my point, and I think we're on the same page there, Father Fish. Thanks for being here. I did have Father Fish scheduled as a guest, my guest here in the River Life Community Tank. Just like that, life happened. I wasn't able to be here. I called in an audible, and James at Fish Room Fever took over the time slot and hosted Father Fish as a guest. So I watched the replay. That was a wonderful time you guys had together. And Father Fish, we need to schedule a time at your convenience when you would be willing to come back on the River Life Community Tank Live and be my guest for sure. And if you guys haven't checked out Father Fish's channel, wow, lots of so cool information over there. Listen, this guy's been in the hobby for a long time and did it well decades ago when it was difficult to do well. There wasn't a lot of access to information. There was no internet, if you can imagine. There's no internet. You could pick up a landline telephone, the one with the cord on it that connected to the wall and you held a handpiece, but you had to know a phone number. Where are you going to get the phone number if there's no internet? Who are you going to call? Things have changed. So back in the day when information was not available wholesale, Father Fish and a group of his friends were doing it well. And to hear him retell these stories and techniques that still work, even though OG would be the descriptive term, okay? Original. Yeah, well, and he, look, fantastic fella, Father Fish. Says he'd love to join. Well, thank you so much. You're invited right here in front of everybody. I think we can draw a crowd. 69 people watching. Let's do it. Let me get in touch with you, Father Fish, next week, and we'll determine a time, maybe as soon as next week. And you guys, if Father Fish will agree to do that, I'll give you plenty of notice. It won't be like today where I was lazy, even took a nap just before the stream started. And Candy Overhauls was looking for the link. And well, I don't know if Rack's going to do a stream or not. Well, here I am, just a little sleepy at the start. So I promise not to do that when Father Fish and I nail down a date. I'll give you guys a heads up so you can be sure to be here. You can call all your family and friends over to watch because that's sure to be a good stream. I'm looking forward to it already. Peplin Creek Aquatic says there wasn't even electricity when Father Fish started, LOL. Well, that's an extreme stretch. I think that's more tongue-in-cheek than accurate. But I I would say he knows of some techniques that we've never heard of that have come and gone. You know, we say the way of the dinosaur. In the aquarium hobby, we might say the way of the undergravel filter. And as soon as we say that, lo and behold, what makes a resurgence? The undergravel filter. Okay, I can tell you about when I first got interested in fish. Okay, my first childhood memory of pet keeping, perhaps even any animal, was a guppy. I remember my mother tending, I was 4 years old, and she was tending our guppy bowl. I remember the guppy bowl grew in population. And back then, there were no fancy guppies. There was something we called rainbow guppies. I think now we would call them feeder guppies. But back then, they were rainbow guppies, just wild little short guppies, short-tailed, spotted, different colors, speckled, lots of color. So cool. That's my first memory of a fish. And from there, look, I'm still not over guppies. I talk about guppies all the time. I do a lot of art. And when I do, it's hard. I can't extract the guppy from the artwork. I have to go by the guppy tank to get to the art easel. And I don't walk by with blinders on. I stop, look, usually I overfeed an overstocked tank full of guppies. And I just, you get mesmerized, even if temporarily. You get sucked into watching those guppies. And then you get over to the art easel. And before you know it, you're painting guppy-inspired colors and images and shapes. Here's what happens. Let me tell you guys what happened. In a community of fish lovers, where we love our aquariums, it's part of our family. We share it with each other, and we do the fish talk together. We just enjoy hanging out with each other. We make friends. We make friends on the screen, from the camera, and off camera. In real life, we make friends. So there's a $2 super chat up on the board now. If you guys haven't noticed, take a minute. Look what just happened. Fish Room Fever, Supermod and member of the River Life YouTube channel, says, Ed, Chattanooga Ed, your art is paid for now. Happy birthday. That Fish Room Fever guy just paid for the art that Chattanooga Ed bought in the River Life art auction on Facebook. Thank you very much, Fish Room Fever, for helping out Ed that way. Now, I hope you did acknowledge the deduction of Ed's super chats during this live stream. That is so cool. Candy, someone said good night to Candy. Okay, Candy Overhaul says, love you, Rack and Angela. Got to listen while I take care of some pressing emails. Thank you, Candy, so much for helping out tonight. I'm sorry for the delinquent posting of the link. And you go ahead and lurk away. I understand. We're happy to have you here for a little while tonight. And Angela, by the way, is River Wife. Happy to have her here, too. Thank you very much, River Wife, for helping out. It does help me to behave knowing that you're here. So I appreciate having you here. Chattanooga Ed says, what? That's right. And Fish Room Fever says, nope, it was the full $44. What am I going to do with you guys? What am I going to do? Well, thank you, Fish Room Fever. Thank you, Chattanooga Ed. I appreciate you guys so much. This is part of what's inspiring about our hobby, our friendships, our side hobbies, how it all links back to fish. It's all about the fish, basically. It's all about the fish. Oh my gosh. And then it never stops. I mean, an aquarium can easily lead to multi-tank syndrome, where you just want another tank, and why not? And then I've got a video up about how to make a 5-gallon bucket in an aquarium. Coolest project you'll ever do for cheap. Turn a 5-gallon bucket into an aquarium. Anybody can do it. You know what's cool about it? Even when it's running, it's portable. You can carry it short distances anyway. Move it here, move it there. Pretty cool. So projects, right? That's something else that keeps us passionate about the hobby, our projects. And let me tell you, okay, so now we've talked about just having it in the aquarium, enjoying it as an individual. It becomes part of the family. Projects. all of that. And then we take all of those elements to our real life world, and somehow they become part of our conversation. People at work recognize us as the fish guy, the fish gal. We talk about it in our conversations. We get involved in getting to know people out there in the real world. What are some of your hobbies? Well, I'm an aquarium keeper. Oh, that's cool. What kind of fish do you keep? I mean, then it becomes about the relationships. It becomes about that social aspect. So there's the aquarium, that's the thing, and then surrounding it are all the rest of our life. Where we, no matter where we go, what we do, sometimes that aquarium conversation pops up, and it becomes part of our social effort. And then I've found out I love that part. These projects and videos, seriously, 69 people watching. If it weren't for you guys, if it weren't for the viewers, if it weren't for someone to talk about all of this stuff, well, the motivation would be minimal. I mean, it's one thing to put fish in a bucket. It's another thing to say, hey, I want to tell some people about this, so I'm going to film each step so I can make a video, and anybody who wants to come on this journey with me can watch the video. Then, lo and behold, the Buckwarium right there, Moonstone Aquatics, has said it in chat. Then they show up in chat. You've got this in common. And then there's an enhancement of that social interaction with people becoming friends, even family. We call ourselves the Fish Fam. It's crazy. Chattanooga Ed dropping another $5 in a super chat. He says that was probably easier than teaching me how to use PayPal. Thanks, James. Chattanooga Ed on the technology learning curve. I am proud of you, sir. You're doing very well. You just keep stepping until you reach the top. And when you get there, Chattanooga Ed, save me a spot, will you? Thank you so much. Fish Room Fever with another $2 super chat to say, you're welcome, Ed. Let me tell you what's beautiful about this conversation that's happening. These guys have each other's phone number, okay? They just want to encourage the River Life channel with the super chats. They don't need the super chat to convey this information. This is just something they're doing as straight up encouragement, and I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so much. Lefty 3213A says, Ed, James, you two are extra crazy tonight. Oh, Lefty 3213A, thank you very much. Then I'm telling you, there's 3 people on my screen right now lit up that are absolutely super supporters of the River Life YouTube channel, and I appreciate it. And that's 3 of the reasons I'm crazy about the hobby. Yeah, and wow, Fish Tank Barn says, I don't want to be left out. 99 cents with the super sticker of the money eyes smiley face. Heck yeah. Mike, my buddy over at the Fish Tank Barn, doing unbelievable fishy things, saltwater, freshwater, indoor fish, outdoor fish, breeding freshwater fish, breeding saltwater fish, spawning egg layers, spawning live bears. Check out this guy. I mean, so many aquariums, so many projects going on, and so social. I see the Fish Tank Barn out at national events. I see him on live streams. I see him as a guest on other people's live stream. He did a time slot takeover right here on the River Life YouTube channel. Maybe you've seen him there, know him from there. 66 people are still watching this. Bob Kaler jumping in there with a $1.99 super sticker that says vibes. We're right in the fields, We got the vibes going. Things are happening. Gina French, she's jumping on board with a $10 super sticker. The kamikaze fan waving cat, keeping the party going. It's alive now. We got Gina French in here throwing down the $10 super sticker. That's nice of you, Gina French. I appreciate that very much. Gina French also, I don't think she'll mind me telling you this, also a River Life art collector, and certainly enjoyed having you in some of those auctions. Here's what I'm talking about. My friend Scott McLaughlin over there at King and Queen Cichlids. He and Liz doing a great job on YouTube. Encouragers, purveyors of great information. Most of you guys know them. 65 of you still watching. You know Scott and Liz over at King and Queen Cichlids. Scott sent me a picture of his Cuban cichlid and said, Rack, would you consider using this as art? Scott, oh, Susan for SLC Aquatics giving me the pair thumbs up with a $2.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Fish Fam Mom, for all you do. Big changes going over there for Susan for SLC Aquatics. The move is on. That's all I'm going to say. Go to Susan's channel and watch the last couple of videos and catch up with what's happening over there for the Fish Fam Mom, Susan for SLC Aquatics. Thank you very much for your $2.99 super sticker, the thumbs up pair. Scott said, Rack, here's a picture of my Cuban cichlid. Would you consider it for a subject for your art? And by the way, I get suggestions all the time and I write them down. And then when it's time to bring in some new concept, I go through the list that I've written down. So thank you very much if you've done that already. I reacted to Scott's request immediately. I said, Scott, right away. I mean, that fish, I know which one you're talking about. I've seen it in your video. It's already inspired me. I'm already inspired by that fish to the point of in King and Queen Cichlid video on the Cuban Cichlid, Scott was wearing a fedora and smoking a cigar. And as soon as I watched that video, I ordered a fedora for myself. You may have seen me wear it here. I've worn it over there on the Facebook Live page too. And I said, it's your fault, Scott. You did this. And took a photograph of myself with the cigar. And I've since smoked a cigar and worn that fedora and got that ball rolling with the video of his Cuban cichlid. He sends me a picture of it, and I said, oh, yeah, I'll do that, Scott. That fish has already inspired me. So I studied the fish, and here's the first sketch. And this looks very much like the fish. I mean, talk about a guy with passion for the hobby, Scott McLaughlin. He's got passion for the hobby and sharing his passion. It does a lot of work on YouTube. And this is very similar to the pattern on the fish. It wasn't traced. But if I held this up beside the fish, you'd see immediately the subset of information I was drawing from. And I said, but I'm an abstract artist. So that's usually the way I roll. I'll do a sketch and then I'll reduce the sketch. Okay. Sometimes going as far as these paintings you see behind me are near irreducibly complex. I just simplify and then oversimplify. But on this Cuban cichlid, I did a reduction and ended up here. So you can see where we started and we moved to here. Here's the side by side. Now we're getting closer. Okay. Now that's still very Cuban cichlid-esque, just a little bit reduced, a little bit refined. And then I jump from there to the final abstract design inspired by the Cuban cichlid. So I titled the work Cuban Cichlid. There you go. From the reduction to the abstract. And then there's the actual fish pattern to this. So then from here, I painted that on a canvas. That's just kind of a pen and ink drawing on a River Life art postcard. Available on Etsy. River Life art on Etsy. So I painted that on a canvas panel and sent it to Scott. He wanted to pay me for it, but one of his last videos, I had done a cichlid, yellow jacket cichlid that he also keeps and did a video on. I did a small 3x3 panel, 3x3 stretch canvas, and I sent it to him. Scott, your fish inspired this. I think you might like it. He loved it and made a big deal out of it on his video, gave the River Life channel a huge shout out. And so I couldn't charge him for this. I said, no, there's too much collaborative effort you've already invested. That relationship, bonding, building. I met Scott and Liz at a couple of the events, hung out with them when I hung out with John and Lisa on my trip to Northern Virginia. Scott and Liz came down from Pennsylvania. We did some really cool fishy things. All of us have videos on our channels. River Life, King and Queen Cichlid, and KG Tropicals all did videos that weekend. It was a blast. So I gave Scott that painting. He should have gotten it Monday of this week. I was happy to do that. I was thinking, wow, all because of the fish. It's all about the fish that we keep. There's something I want to mention. It's not easy to mention. It's difficult. But we gotta talk about it. This week I got a very wonderful letter. I'm going to try to read it. I didn't bring my safety glasses to prevent leaking, but got a nice card, very meaningful. Let me just try to read this. Rack, I wanted you to know that Nathan loved your artwork, and I now have all the pieces that he had. Your friendship to him was priceless. Much love, Amy Alexander. And this is from the widow of our friend Nathan from Sand Creek Aquatics. And she also sent several stickers for me to include in my sticker giveaway, the sticker jam, which is going on. I have a post office box that's posted in all the video descriptions. You can send me a self-addressed stamped envelope. I have a few of these now, so I guess I could get a few of those out in the sticker jam. But that was a priceless note. Thank you very much, Amy Alexander, for sending that. I think she's on YouTube. She's on the platform as Sand Creek Aquatic 2. And that's part of the drive. That's part of the passion, the personal relationships, that you find out how much they matter. And yeah, it was nice, right? Jesse, HC Aqua is very kind. You find out how much they matter, when you're left missing someone, and it hurts. Chattanooga Ed was talking about that on a live stream, and it was like, yeah, it's about the fish. I would have not known Nathan or Amy if it weren't for the fish. It was the fish tube that brought us all together. So it's an aquarium. It's a cool thing to have. It does draw families together. It does work its way into our social lives, and it is definitely a part of our emotional selves too. And it's great. It's absolutely wonderful that it is. I do miss Nathan. He was a tremendous supporter of my art and my content. So supportive and encouraging. And to not just me, but everyone. Nathan, Sand Creek Aquatics loved and supported everyone. So when you feel something, and that happens in your little sphere of community, then it goes beyond screen names and entertainment. You recognize that this is a real part of life. And I think we're sharing it as well as it can be shared right here on the River Life Community Tank Live, on other platforms, live streams, educational videos, entertainment videos, special events where we actually get to see each other, and we're like kids on a playground. We're just giddy, giggles and laughs and stories. We got another super sticker here from Lefty 3213A. He's sending the hearts. He's feeling the hearts too. So difficult to follow that, but it was just a point that I wanted to talk about tonight and make sure that we covered. It's not just the possession, and it's not just a social, hey, how you doing? Good to see you. It's emotional. It goes very deep. And I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful, wonderful. We shouldn't take it for granted. We've built this. We protect this. We're growing this. And I think we need to just appreciate what we've done, not take it for granted, milk it for what it's worth. What else can we do? What can we achieve? What can we accomplish? Just looking in the chat, I know that there are so many people that have been helped by other people, and the same people are helping in other ways. I mean, everyone brings what they have to the party. We're making stone soup. Everybody has a gift. Everybody has a strength. We're just providing a safe space for us to bring what we have, create a community resource so that the sum is greater than the value of the parts. It's a wonderful thing, and it happens over and over. It happens nearly every time I turn the camera on. It happens. You've seen it happen in chat tonight. I've called it out. I've told you stories. It's just amazing. You would say miraculous, except it happens on the reg. It happens all the time. It's all about the fish. Big potluck. That's exactly right. That's what HC Aqua said in the chat. And you guys are great at it. You're great at it. I am so happy to be a part of this community. 68 people watching right now. And that's just a small fraction of the number of people that, when I'm talking about the universal we, 68 people, great to have you here. So much appreciate all of you being here. But in the fish tube, fish fam, that's a big place. It's a really big place. Lots and lots of assets and resources. If we'll continue to walk together, if we'll do this journey together, we can make an outstanding buffet of options full of good information. We're doing it. We're doing it. And I think lots of people are benefiting in so many ways. So many ways. HEPA Aquatics has just dropped a super chat of a Canadian $6.99 to say, Rack, when you see the magnitude of this platform, you realize how large and close this hobby is. Canada, Europe, Asia, worldwide. I read you a letter just now when I went to the mailbox, and that letter was in there. There was also mail from Honolulu, Hawaii. HC Aqua is in the house. Sent me gifts from Hawaii. Absolutely outstanding. Oh, that's cool. I'm here in East Tennessee, Mountain Home, Tennessee, tucked up here in the corner of East Tennessee. In my mailbox from a friend that keeps fish, gifts from Hawaii. Thank you very much, Jesse. I appreciate that. Didn't stop there. I got some more stickers to include in the sticker jam. These stickers came. Blake's Aquatics sent me a bunch of stickers. You send me a self-addressed stamped envelope, I'm going to put stickers like these into an envelope and send in your envelope and send it back to you. That's a sticker jam. Self-addressed stamped envelope, get some free stickers. Blake's Aquatics is, if you don't know Blake's Aquatics, he's in Australia. Okay? Australia. Hawaii. Is that, Mississippi? Is that where Amy's from? I don't know if I have that address right in front of me. Yep, I believe that's Mississippi. All over the place. Can you believe it? That's community. That's international, worldwide community. Whoever, HEPA Aquatics, you got it right. You nailed it. Thank you very much for that super chat. We don't stop. We just keep going. Let's see. Susan for SLC. Susan says, SLC Aquatics, right? Do you have my stickers? No, I don't. I do not, Susan, but you're welcome to send me some, and I will include them in the mail outs for the sticker jam. That goes for any other fish keeper that would like to send some stickers. I'd love to include them in the sticker jam. I'll need to get more than one. If I just have one sticker, I tend to hold on to them. If I just have one sticker, I've just put them in my collection. And usually if you send me a bunch, I give them all away until I get to the last one, and I keep the last one. Now you're seeing some of these stickers, and They're not available anymore. Oh, there's an older one from HC Aqua. Yep. So that's what happens. That's the way we roll. Be glad to have some of yours, Susan. Send them on over. Did I miss any stories of why you're passionate about the hobby in the chat? Did you guys share some stories I didn't pick up on? Thank you, Susan. I appreciate that. Father Fish, there. No, before I could address your comment, Father Fish, in the chat, Candy Overhaul Supermod has posted the address in the chat. Okay, there you go. That is exactly right. It is 11:15. Time flies. You guys are so incredibly awesome. We started at 10:30. We're going to go to about 11:30. Then we're going to kick it over to the nocturnal feeding. You've heard me mention Chattanooga Ed several times. 68 people here still watching. Thank you guys so much. I'm not sure how many likes we have. I've got my technology configured so that I don't get to see the likes. So I appreciate a report on that every now and then. And I like saying that in case you're like me and you mean to hit the like, but you get involved in reading the chat or listening and you forget to hit the like. That's a soft reminder. Yeah, we're going to go over to Chattanooga Ed's page, where he is going, his channel, his YouTube channel is growing. And we're going to go over there and subscribe to his channel if we haven't already, and check in on the nocturnal feeding that he co-hosts along with Fish Room Fever. So talk about building community. That show, the nocturnal feeding that follows this show, the River Life Community Tank Live, started on Fish Room Fever channel. And then when James of Fish Room Fever built his channel to monetization, he shifted the show over to Chattanooga Ed's channel. Chattanooga Ed was the co-host. So once James Fish Room Fever channel got monetized, shifted it over. Now it's hosted by Chattanooga Ed YouTube channel, and we're working to build Chattanooga Ed's channel. So we're all going to go over there and support the Chattanooga Ed channel for the nocturnal feeding show. And I was going to give you an update on how Ed's channel is doing, and I'm afraid to do that. I don't think I have the information. I would give you the wrong number. He's got this many subscribers now, and it would be way off. So, oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to hit that. So maybe that's a tease. Drop in on Chattanooga Ed channel, see how he's doing, see what you can do to help if you decide you want to do that. You already seen what a great guy he is. I love that guy. Ginger Graves with the $4.99 super. No, it's a super sticker with the partying pair. And that pair is doing a noise maker. That is so cool. Okay, my phone's blowing up. I've got two chats here, a chat over here on my phone. I'm not able to juggle. I don't know why I'm trying to multitask. I apologize. Frankie Finns says, I love the name Nocturnal Feeding for a live name. Well, so I started this YouTube show, the River Life Community Tank Live. Community Tank, of course, being, hey, let's build a community here. That's what I want to do. I want to build a community tank full of people instead of fish and aquarium inhabitants. And so it goes from 10:30 to 11:30, always following Tank Talk by KG Tropicals. So we go from Tank Talk at 9 o'clock to 10:30, and then Community Tank, the River Life Community Tank Live from 10:30 to 11:30, and then following that we go. The Community Tank gets a nocturnal feeding from the Nocturnal Feeding show. So that's where all of that came from. Father Fish. Oh my gosh, Father Fish dumping a $5 super chat in here. Just laughing, having a good time. Ha ha ha. Oh, it's so good to have him in here. I don't know if you've been active in a live stream over here at the Community Tank before, Father Fish, but it certainly is wonderful to have you here. I'm glad that you stopped in. I look forward to nailing down a schedule with you to be a guest hosted by me on the Community Tank Live here. I've got the dog over here. You can see her tail maybe. Looky, you want to be on camera? I don't have any treats. You're going to have to work for free tonight. Come here. Come on. Come on. I know it's a bright light. Come on. Good girl. Oh, that's a good puppy. She got her hair cut today. You did. You did so good. You did so good. You're a pretty girl. You look like a movie star. You look like a movie star. River Wife brought the bait. I was a little late on the. There we go. I was a little late on the treats. Yes, you get paid tonight for working. Come here. Oh yeah, that's a good girl. You should get paid. You're working hard. You want another one? Is that light in your way? Okay. Come here. Good girl. Thank you. Thank you for working with us tonight. This is Lookout, the retriever. We call her Looky for short. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come. Oh, say hello to the tankers. We got the River Life Community Tankers here watching. That's good. That's a good girl. Everyone needs a snack. Everyone needs a snack. Scooby snacks. Will you take this, please? Maybe refill it. Hey, it's just keeping it real, folks. Just keeping it real. You understand what I'm saying, Sandy Dottie, right? I love that dog. Got her out of a rescue about 6 years ago. She's doing so good. She does a lot of hard work around here. We appreciate her. She not only acts on YouTube, but she also alerts any noise outside. She enjoys chasing squirrels away from the bird feeder, and she's a little puzzled at why we stare at that goldfish tank so long and so often. Now I have to mention, I've started a series of videos called the Aquarium Chill with episode numbers. I call it the ACE. Aquarium Chill, AC, and then it's an episode. So ACE, that's the ACE. And it is definitely meditation, chill. Thank you, River Wife. Cheers to you. Just soft, relaxing music and goldfish floating through water. I mean, I love those fish. We got 3 fancy goldfish in a heavily planted tank. Not supposed to work. I know. I took a risk. The plant, they're nibbling on the plants. The plants are, I guess, outgrowing the nibbles. That's all I can figure. It's a great looking tank. I would appreciate it if you watch that video and enjoy it. River Wife says, watch twice daily for stress. Kaler's Aquatics, congratulations. Hats off to you. Got 5 dogs. All of them are rescued. That's beautiful. That's beautiful humanity. Great example. Thank you for that. Hat tip to Kaler's Aquatics. Oh, we've got 65 watching. We've been on the air for about 53 minutes. It's 11:23, 7 minutes. Where are we going? We're going to Chattanooga Edge channel for the nocturnal feeding. And listen, they're not going to have the same title as we did tonight. Why are we passionate about fish? But you're going to hear some reasons of why they're passionate about fish. I think it is so cool, even unintentionally, when that's not the point we're trying to make, we make that point. It speaks to me that these beautiful little creatures that we keep are very powerful. They seem inert. They seem contained. Some are aggressive. Don't get me wrong. They're not all goldfish floating through the water to soft music. I know. But they're powerful beyond the confines of their aquarium, that we take them with us wherever we go. And we've talked about, in my opinion, very powerfully so, how they are part of our social existence and definitely part of our emotional existence. And when that happens, when we have the fish that are making relationships happen between people, as an old guy, I mean, I haven't always had this. I've always, when I was younger, I had great reflexes. Well, the reflexes are gone now, but I've got some pretty good judgment. It's kind of a trade-off that life hands you. And so as I've learned to, allow my judgment to mature, whenever I see relationships form, I recognize potential resource increase for every party involved in the relationship. So the river life, I guess the unwritten goal is to harness those assets and resources that come about from relationship building. As we build community, we're also building a pool of resources. And knowing that helps us to keep an eye out. What are the resources? And when we recognize one, how can we catalog that and make it available to everyone in the community? And so the way I've broken it down very simply is just to say, let's build a buffet of options. Buffet style means you can take it if you want it. If you like it, share it. Get as much as you want, share it with someone else. But if you don't like it, don't spit on it. Don't waste your energy soiling our resources. Just keep going. Just walk on by. It may be what the next guy wants. And as we do that potluck, that stone soup, we compile our buffet of options. That's just like all of us jumping up and grabbing the needle and bending it toward the good. And the bigger we are, the more bend there is, the more resources there are. And it's just a matter of managing that safety. Everyone committing to, yep, I get it. These fish are what are causing these relationships to be formed. Everyone's different. Every idea is different. It's just about making the place safe for my ideas that not everyone's going to agree with. My experiences that work for me won't work for you, maybe. That's just the way it is. If it doesn't, don't waste a lot of time listing the negatives about my idea. Instead, present a better idea or an experience that you've had that worked out better. Let it bear itself out. So we don't waste a lot of time with the drama and the strife. We just harness the existing resources that naturally occur as we build community. It's just that simple. I mean, it seems complicated to have to use so many words, but once you get the concept, oh, that makes sense. That's simple. A wish, something I'm not going to do anything about, or maybe I don't have any control over doing, is that I had that sense of judgment maturity as a younger person. Wow, the things I could have accumulated. But that's okay. That's not a complaint. And maybe it's best that I didn't. Maybe, we got to, as I tell my son, Alaska Hood, who many of you have met, he's been on the live streams before and offered his talent of singing with you guys. Great kid. Love having him on here. But he's kind of high speed. You know what I mean? I often tell him, you should probably save something for your 50s. Don't do it all in your 20s, save something for your 50s. Oh, these kids. He's a great kid. Did someone say Priscilla MK is here? Thank you so much, Priscilla, for your membership. I appreciate you. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And if you're a member and I haven't called your name tonight, I apologize. Sometimes it is difficult for me to walk and chew gum at the same time. I do appreciate your membership support. It does help fund the channel. The channel is not free. It's not easy. I enjoy doing it. Don't get me wrong. And I would do it if you weren't a member, but your membership certainly, I feel the boost from your membership. It's like getting a little push going up the hill, This does take a little bit of work. And whenever I get that type of encouragement, it's really appreciated. I always push the like. It's free. If you're already here, turn the gray thumb blue. Thank you so much. That's doing your part. If you don't do anything else, I really appreciate it. Riverwife says, hi, Amy. Rack was so touched by your card. We are so sorry for your loss. Such a loss. hugs at Sand Creek Aquatics too. I second that. Thank you so much, River Wife, for saying that. And Amy, I cherish the card. Thank you very much. And I'll gladly share the stickers that you sent along so that to help others remember Nathan and how awesome he was. Sand Creek Aquatics. Yep, we miss him. We sure do. I'm glad you're here with us, Amy. Sand Creek Aquatics too. Thanks for carrying on. We appreciate that. All right. It is 62 people watching. It is time to wrap up here. 11:30 p.m. We're going to go over to Chattanooga Ed channel for the nocturnal feeding. We're going to hear some other passionate fish keepers talk about our hobby and things surrounding it. This has been a great night. Thank you all for being here. All the super chatters, thank you so much. The members, I appreciate you. The mods, you did a great job tonight. Thank you so much for your effort tonight and every night. I really do appreciate that. I just see Because Beth, I don't know if I've said your name before. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Oh, excuse me. You say thanks for entertaining me. If you were entertained, glad to do that. I hope you'll come back and share some more with us. HC Aqua says, thanks for the stream rack. Thank you, Jesse, for being here. I appreciate you and getting your mail this week. Was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. But we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to go see Chattanooga Ed channel, the nocturnal feeding with the hashtag community. We're going to go bombard Chattanooga Ed channel with the hashtag community. We're going to do it right now. Till I see you again, why don't you get out there and see it, love it, and live it.